We're live, ECSports. We're on episode 40.
40.
4-0. Who's that, Gail
Who'da
Sayers?
thought?
Yeah, who'd have thought? Didn't even think we'd make it here. But we're here. What do we got today? We got a nice little show ready to go.
Nice show. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
We got a nice show ready to go. We got Cavs trade. The king is back, or so we say. We got LeVar Ball in the members only jacket. He's the last member. We got Yu Darvish. We're gonna talk about a $26 million man. Then we got Manziel comeback season.
Johnny
My
Football.
boy. And then we got a possible 2 Powerballs coming here in Chicago, baby.
Yeah, that's huge. Huge.
It is big.
Huge.
I'm pretty pumped about it.
Huge.
Because I think it's going to happen.
It has to happen.
It's destined.
By the way, today, thanks Panera.
Yeah, we went with Panera
appreciate it.
today.
Yeah, and moving forward.
For a more delicious touch, we're going to move forward with Panera for our Tuesday night episodes.
Delight.
These are
So-
way tastier.
All right, let's go. Where are we gonna? Let's start with some. I don't know. Let's go. You know, see what everybody's thinking about him.
So we got Yu Darvish. He is 36, or I'm sorry, he is a 6-year, $126 million deal at 31 years old. So the end of his contract is going to look like about 37 years old.
Wow.
What do you think about this? I mean,
the Cubs are literally saying, "Hey, we're gonna take you in your prime. Thank you. We're gonna give you this money, and then we're gonna take you. I'm sorry, past your prime."
right,
But there are some pitchers that at 37,
they deal.
they deal. You know, he is considered in his prime even after the Tommy John. They said his velocity is actually better. So with that being said, what is the rotation looking like? This is what I heard. You tell me if I'm wrong.
Go
I
ahead.
heard you got Lester, of course.
Okay.
You,
Before Hendricks.
yes, that's what I heard.
Okay.
You use the number 2.
Mm-hmm.
You got Kyle Hendricks.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got, give it to me.
Eddie Butler?
No, he was not mentioned.
Really?
No,
Well, Arrieta's gone.
no, it's the other one. Who's the other one?
Not John Lackey. He's gone.
No, who's that? Who else? Oh, Quintana.
Oh,
Come
Quintana's.
on. Sorry,
Okay.
Vinny. And then there's this guy that they keep talking about. Cody, Troy.
Yeah.
What's his name? He has a name? But he's our 5th starter.
I know who you're talking about. I can't pronounce his name though.
There's people throughout the journalistic areas stating that rotation is going to get us to the promised land. Is that what you think? No pun intended.
I'll tell you right now, those top 4 guys
Mm-hmm.
going 4 days in a row is going to be tough. It's going to be so tough.
That's tough.
And listen, the Yankees, I know they got
got
Judge
Haney, yeah.
and Stanton back to back, but listen, those 2 guys, the Yankees are going to be solid, the Astros are going to be solid, the Dodgers are going to be solid. It's going to be the same old show.
I see some
But
of
those
our
4
regulars are joining us, by the way.
Those 4 guys.
What up, Shane?
What's up, Shane? Those 4 guys.
Mm-hmm.
You get in a 7-game
man.
series.
You want that?
Ace 1, Ace 2, Ace 3, Ace 4, and then back again.
No, I'm good. I don't want no parts of that.
Me neither.
Who want? All right, Lester. Okay, let me throw you at you.
Throw big U.
Let me throw you at you.
That's big U.
Kyle, that's the professor.
The professor's solid. Guy, I like to call him Sherwin Williams
And then
because he
Quintana.
paints the corners. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? He brushes them off.
And then Quintana likes you to
Quintana throws
swing hard at the air.
he throws fuego
Mm-hmm.
out there. So Yu Darvish, 6-year, 126 mil. Let me reiterate the contract, and then
I know I didn't see what I just saw, but I'm gonna have our producer Dylan write that statement.
okay. While he's writing that,
Yeah.
6 years is a little much for me.
What are you thinking, 4-ish?
I'm thinking like a 4 year deal would be better for us.
Three's
but hey,
tough.
it is what it is now. However, this is what I've collectively. I was talking to someone. This is what I thought about here.
Okay.
So the way that the contract was written is that this guy's going to get the majority of the 126.
Yeah, we're laughing at you, Bernard.
The majority of the 126 is going to come front loaded this year, which is going to clear room
for
the kid Bryce Harper. Which
Speak
brings
of the
us to
devil.
our next comment. Not if Washington gets Arrieta.
That's from
Washington
Bernard
is going to
Cross.
be solid again. I think it's a given that they're solid.
They have great pitching.
They have
just not as good as us.
They have Scherzer, Strasburg, and then Arrieta. But here's the thing.
Maybe. Did they sign him?
No, if they get him.
That's true.
And then they have Martinez, who the Cubs, they hit him like a piñata
Yeah.
year in and year out.
No offense.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even think of that, but yeah, he gets hit hard.
Yeah.
He gets hit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what I was going to say is, so Strasburg has to stay healthy for the Nationals to have a chance, which is he's the glass man. He's like Lally.
They call him 75 and sunny. That means he has to have every. Remember, like, right? What was it? Was it rain? What was it where we had to keep rescheduling the game? Was it rain?
Yeah, rain.
Remember, they were like, "Oh, he's not going to play because it's not his turn in the rotation."
Yeah, right.
And then he ended up playing. It was like weird, but and we were like,
he pitched great that game.
He pitched great. We were
smoked.
frightened, and we got our ass kicked. So that's not really. You can say that on national TV.
Right.
Yeah. So my whole thing is with you, with the other three, and then could we chef this guy's name? I just want to
4 in a row. I mean,
you know what I'm talking
Dylan,
about?
if you could go to the chef.
Put a projected Cubs rotation, and you got another question too.
I got you.
Those 4 guys in a row, I just don't. I think it's going to be dangerous, especially with the bats that are behind them. You know what I mean? It's not like. And I'm not saying this is a bad thing because the 05 Sox had an unbelievable pitching staff.
Gosh.
But the bats...
That is very...
rotation?
Yeah. That is nice of you.
It is.
That is really big of you
It's big.
to bring up after
But I am a
13
realist.
years the White Sox. But
Yep.
go ahead.
But their pitching staff...
Tyler Chatwood is his name.
Tyler Chatwood, yeah.
Yes.
But here's the thing, is that the
I
05
think you got a
Sox,
question.
believe it or not, they had an awesome
Or a
pitching
comment.
staff, and that's why they won it all. You know, Burley, they had Contreras, what was his name?
Yeah.
Contreras,
Orlando Hernandez. Wasn't the guy that just got caught with 20 keys on that team? No.
Which guy?
You didn't hear about that? He almost won the Cy Young. Esteban Loaiza. He got caught with 20 keys of cocaine and heroin with intent to deliver yesterday.
Nice.
Yes. Esteban Loaiza. He made $43 million in his career, just got caught in Miami with all of that. So he wanted to be a hustler, guys. Had to hustle.
He has to have more.
Yes.
Greedy son of a gun.
You got somebody, Freddie Garcia.
Freddie
the
Garcia.
lefty. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, there's Contreras. Yeah, Freddie Garcia was our other guy. Thank you, Mike. I know you're a Sox advocate. But that 05 Sox team, unreal pitching staff, and they won it all. Not a lot of bats behind it.
Mm-hmm.
We got an unreal pitching staff this year with a lot of bats behind it. There should be no. We should come out. We should come out of the NL.
Did you see the big man in his American flag, freaking shorts, popping him over the Arizona fence? You know, he's
talking about Schwarber, dude?
Schwarber.
He lost 30.
30 pounds. Diesel.
He is Diesel.
Pow.
He is Diesel.
Pow.
He's
Get
Diesel,
ready.
and I
I
heard
don't
he's
know, man.
working in the outfield like crazy. So
I'm thinking they're going to be better than the World Series team. I'm feeling it.
I hope so.
I'm feeling it.
I hope so. It would be nice to see 2 in the past 3 years.
And no offense.
I know
to
you
it, but
Southsiders look croak, but
yeah.
you know that's all right.
Well, they stink, but they're supposed to be in their next level of building with their team. So we'll see what they do. But at the end of the day, we'll see what happens.
At the end of the day,
look at that! Look who's on! Hey, Vinny! Your team stinks.
Sorry, Vinny. Grab a cold Bud Light.
And yes, guys, that is the Vinny from the penalty box. He'll be with us next week.
They're rebuilding, but 4 weeks in, you'll be turning in Diet Coke cans for free admission.
Hey, let's go to family night. A lot of hot dogs. Hot dogs and Sprite.
Get yourself a free footlong and a diet.
And some Dippin' Dots. Only at the, what are they called?
You can head upstairs and race Scotty Pods.
At the rate.
From the
Go upstairs and race Scotty Pods.
You can race Scotty Pods for the highest entertainment value of the night.
Hey, dunk Joe Creedy in the tank. I'm sorry, I can't.
You could have a protein shake with Aaron Rowan out and left.
Oh, he just threw a little shot about our rotation. I don't need to know it because they're going to kill you. You guys stink. Well, let's go to the next one. Sorry, man.
I'm done. I'm done.
Oh, my God.
Northside's popping this year.
Juan Uribe selling. Okay.
Let's get into, what do you want to get into next? I mean, I'm excited about every topic tonight.
Here.
Let's go into the Bulls. So,
a lot of people don't realize this either.
Right. So the Bulls, they got rid of Nikola, essentially for nothing, in which you thought was nothing, because realistically, Nikola just replaced DeMarcus Cousins in the starting lineup.
Hey, we got a producer now.
Oh.
Yeah, keep going.
They replaced. Nikola replaced the injured DeMarcus Cousins in the starting lineup.
Tore his Achilles.
Who tore his Achilles and is out for the season.
That is not an ACL, guys. Achilles is no joke to come
That's
back.
the old rubber band right up the leg. It's pretty serious. However, it's very beneficial for the Bulls because what it has done is it's put a non-starter in a starting position.
True. Taking over for one of probably the top big man in the NBA.
A C-grade player is now playing for an A-plus player in the West, which has resulted in New Orleans dropping down to the 9 seed.
Are they 9? Because last night they were at 8. They probably are. They're like on the cusp of 8, 9.
Yeah, it's win dependent. 8, 9, back and forth.
This is the thing. Once they hit
after the All-Star break,
we have a possibility of getting 2 lottery picks.
So this recent trade for the Bulls is way bigger than people even understand.
Trade for Garpax.
It was.
They really did a great job with that.
They did.
They did. I'm serious.
They really did. I'm going to give it to them.
Yes, they did. They held out at the right time. They struck the fire. Yeah. So commend Garpax on that great trade.
We like to thank Garpax. I actually saw Amira Sheik. Last night he was preparing the buffet for the postgame. Down in the tunnel. But hey, all in all, great trade because if it does pan out, it's going to look good. It's going to be awesome. Yes. We're going to have 2 lottery Powerballers.
That's huge for this. I mean, we're going to
huge for the rebuilding process.
A great college show coming up. We're going to talk about some prospects. But at the end of the day, please, that's going to be a really, really good opportunity for the Bulls to get 2 first-round picks, especially lottery.
And a possible free agent.
So
he doesn't think so, but
I saw that.
Maybe a possible free agent. We got a lot of Zord. So we just kind of wanted to update you guys on that because I think a lot of people were saying, we gave away Nikola for essentially nothing, but
first-round
it could pan out.
It's not going to be a 20th. We're talking like in the teens or lower. Because if New Orleans keeps trickling down,
which they will in the West,
the Clippers aren't playing as bad as because what's his name? Lou Williams is an all-star.
He's a beast.
Yes, Denver's going to get Paul Millsap back, and they're right behind them. So if these two, even the freaking Lakers are like trying to play with IT.
The Lakers are very competitive.
We'll get to him in that.
And LeVar's not even back yet. I mean, I think the Lakers are. I'm sorry, Lonzo. Sorry, we talk about LeVar more than Lonzo in this generation. So I get the two. Yeah, unfortunately, which we'll get into. But once Lonzo gets back, they're competitive as it is, but it does show that their record with Lonzo is way better, and the statistics as a team are way up. So
with the Lakers, though, like we went to their game.
Yeah.
They are a very
in sync.
They're young.
They're fun.
They have a really good coach. They like to have fun in the locker room. They like to eat Lou Malnati's.
A lot of Jordans.
You could talk about Lamar. I was going to say his name. Lonzo's shot, but he's a guy, a facilitator. You're not looking for him to score. He's more like Jason Kidd-ish, where
he is.
You know what? If he scores, it's a plus.
Right.
But he's going to get you rebounds. He's going to get you assists. He's going to get everybody into the game. Which, if you think about it, and that's something else we can talk. We can actually talk about this now because this is totally different from the trade. I was talking to you, and I think Dylan was involved, but everybody is so inclined to believe that LeBron James is going to L.A.
Right.
Because he needs L.A. to do this, that, or the third. LeBron James is a product in himself. He does not have to go. Yeah, he doesn't have to go to a big city. He's in Cleveland and he's LeBron James.
Right.
So I don't see the Lakers happening. I don't see him going at the age of 34, I believe, to the West
34.
to get killed every night.
Right.
Playing when he can stay in the East with another team because he's not coming back to Cleveland.
If the Paul George thing happens with him,
yeah,
it could be a possibility.
It's possible, but I don't know. So,
but the thing is the Lakers are fun. Lonzo Ball does make the Lakers a better team. Mm-hmm. He's a facilitator, like you said.
By the way, LeBron's 38, 8 and 8 tonight. Again,
we're going to get into that.
38, 8 and 8. But go ahead.
But Lonzo Ball, what people don't realize is he is a big presence on the floor. He is a big body.
Pause.
He's big.
Yeah.
Is he not?
He's big. He's a big
For
guy.
A point guard, he's a
For
big
a point
dude.
Guard,
He is, if you're, as an opposing point guard, when you're going against Lonzo, you got to be prepared because he's not the greatest hustle defender, but he's a big...
Sometimes he's on a court, he's just so cool with I'm on the court. But he does what he does. Sometimes that's annoying because when you watch the greatest player...
He does.
Or soon-to-be greatest of all time, on the floor, he's,
Oh, yeah, no, I know. He's shifty, he's cool.
Yeah.
Lackadaisical Alonzo, we call him.
So.
But he is a big presence, and when you're going up against a guy like that and you're not that big, it's a nightmare.
Good comment, Mike. Far better than they were.
Very good comment, Mike.
They literally cut the fat off the brisket.
They did.
Mr. Wade got he's such a crybaby.
See ya.
Bye, Dwayne.
His wife's like, oh my God, we're back.
We just got off the plane. Look at us. They did a whole Facebook Live. We're here. Hi, Miami. That's what he wanted all the time. Bro.
I know.
So.
I know. It's a joke.
Yeah.
Go do your celebrity relationship. Do what you got to do. Leave the NBA. You're a bum.
Oh, yeah. Door hinge on his elbow. It's funny. I like that.
I like that, too. A little door hinge on the elbow shot.
Lonzo acts medic.
The wraparound.
That's funny. He is because of his dad, man. His dad, where you want to go? Johnny or his dad?
Let's get into his dad.
Okay.
So there was a statement made.
I can actually read it because I want you guys to hear. This is yours.
Yeah, read it.
I want you guys to hear
verbatim. We want it.
Exactly what this guy said about his kids, but you can sort of brief them on what we're talking about.
So we're going to pull up the actual statement. But what had been said was along the lines of, my son Lonzo, who's currently on the Lakers, will only play alongside his two brothers when they're done smacking people. Where's that, in Lithuania?
Are they in Lithuania? Yeah.
Yeah.
Lithuania.
When they're done playing against bums in Lithuania, they're going to supposedly come here and be studs in the league, and they're all three going to be on the same team. It's bullshit.
All right, here's his quote verbatim.
Here it is.
I want all my three boys to play for the Lakers. But if that doesn't happen, I'm telling you this. This is what's going to happen first. If they don't like Jello this year, I bring Jello back here to play in Lithuania with Melo for 2 years. Lonzo will be in his 3rd year, and I want to let every NBA team know that Lonzo is not going to resign with the Lakers, but will go to any team that will take all 3 of my boys. That's my plan. Lonzo plays best with his brother. Why wouldn't he? He's a hell of a shooter. That don't play some position. You see how successful he was when he was with his brother, question mark? Why wouldn't you be smart and say, so you want your brother? Come on, let's complete the royal flush and get the other brother. That's what he's saying. So, yeah.
So he's going to manipulate the National Basketball Association to get all 3 brothers on one team.
And
he's going to manipulate a pro billion-dollar basketball league. So all 3, 2 of which are certified bums, as far as we know. They're beating the shit out of Lithuanian players right now.
3rd-tier Lithuanian players, by the way.
Their dad is the coach. I mean, this thing is so far blown out of... I can't even take it anymore.
But I thought, I literally thought it was like the Inquirer. I thought it was a joke. But it's serious. He really believes what he is writing. And I don't know, you guys never see Lonzo say, oh, my dad. He doesn't even, that's what it is. That's his father, so he's just raised to believe that. Now, what some people don't understand is, and I think Isaiah Thomas had mentioned it, LeVar Balls have been around forever.
Yeah, right.
This guy just gets all of the press. There's plenty of fathers. You think I don't stand on the sideline? They need to play my boy. That's all he is, but he's to the
national level.
Power, and he's on a national level. Lonzo is a great player.
He is.
I don't know about
he is
Jello
playing
at
good.
all. And Melo is still young, and I think he's stunned the kid's growth by taking him over there with that crazy stuff that he's doing.
He's doing some crazy stuff, and it's just, it is so obnoxious these days that I hate to say it because it's not my character.
Yeah.
But these dudes almost need to fail a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I can't take it anymore, really.
Yeah.
We're missing the whole point of the game here.
Yeah. He's making a farce of the NBA. This isn't freaking the Harlem Globetrotters. No offense to them. We're talking about, first of all, Magic Johnson, who's top 3, one of the greatest ever. The Los Angeles Lakers. And for you to say, first of all, you're not giving a damn about your son because you're saying all of this stuff, first and foremost, about his coach, about his team, and about all of that stuff. Now you're saying, if my brother don't, if my son, my boys.
He's making rules now.
Yeah, he's like, just sign Jello for 3-1, which you're basically saying, yeah, my son ain't nothing.
Right.
So sign him for 3-1, and then it's crazy.
And this is usual father, I call these the kid goggles. When you have the kid goggles on and your son's dropping 35 in Lithuania, it's a totally different ball game here.
Mike, you're reiterating what we're saying about Lonzo. We don't think Lonzo stinks at all. We think he's an excellent ball player. To me, looking for point guards to score isn't something that you're
No, we're not looking for him to score.
No, he's a facilitator.
He's a facilitator. He makes
honestly,
the team better.
He would actually be to the next power on the national level if his father wasn't such
100%
the type of person that he is.
Because a lot of people, including most NBA players, they're out to get this guy because they're sick and tired of this shit.
And they tell you. They say it.
Oh, yeah.
They say it. What was it? The first game?
Patrick Beverley.
Patrick Beverley's like, okay, I'm finna giving him everything he needs.
When you get a pit bull like Beverley, he's not going to take any rookie lightly whose dad is hyping up everything he does.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's what he's going to get. He's going to get your best defense every night because of it.
Totally. So
there's going to be no nights off when he's in town.
When you say things like this and you put it in the media and everybody tries to blow it off, but you guys, he is serious. Like, he really believes this.
Oh, very serious.
I'm sure Lonzo's going to be asked this question, and he's just going to blow it all. I don't want to talk about that.
Oh,
that's
absolutely.
what he does. You never hear Lonzo say,
absolutely. He never.
My dad means this when he's saying that. He doesn't.
He never elaborates on anything that his dad says, which leads me to believe one thing. Which leads me to believe that he's actually a little bit embarrassed by the comments that his dad makes.
Mike, I have yet to see. That's what we're saying right now. We have yet to see Lonzo separate himself from his father. He hasn't distanced himself.
No,
he doesn't say, "Oh, that's my dad's opinion," and like I do with Anthony when he says Tom Brady is the most dominant player.
That's right.
Like I distance myself from that, and he probably distances himself from me when I say once LeBron retires, he'll be the best player ever because that's how I feel. Watch the film.
I mean, yeah.
But I don't.
Unless you throw for 500 in the Super Bowl, set a Super Bowl record at 40.
Take that. I'm sorry. The L look right.
The defense is pitiful.
It's all about the L.
It's the defense.
And he got a job, so he's close.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, they're making a mockery of this league, and it's aggravating me. It's almost like the Kardashians. They're the Kardashians of basketball.
That's a great point.
I don't do the Kardashians. I don't do the balls. I don't deal with that. If you think you're bigger than the league, then you could take your ass to Lithuania, play against bums.
Yeah. He said, my guy says he had to come out of retirement for this. Throw questions, pal. Yes, LeBron will be the greatest player ever once he is done. I'm just leaving it.
He said it again.
He
said on episode 39, and then
watch TV.
Fast forward to the Tuesday.
Watch TV.
To number 40,
yeah.
He says it again.
Watch television.
He says it.
You're watching
again.
History, guys.
He says it again. History. I can't even believe it.
Yeah, so...
He wants you guys to know twice.
Let's go.
Now, let's get into Johnny.
What's that question? Hold on.
Oh, he said that, did you see the car interview with Lonzo and that chick, Carrie Chapman? She asked him about his dad, and he's just said he's always been this way, and it is what it is. I think he is embarrassed by his dad.
Yeah, he's definitely embarrassed slightly, but he's not going to throw him under the bus.
He's never going to... That's his father. Okay?
Right.
I respect that.
Yeah, that's his dad. You're not going to get a kid to diss his dad.
No.
Okay?
You shouldn't.
He says what he has to say just to make sure that he doesn't disrespect his dad and he doesn't, kind of jump on it either.
Right.
So
he's not going to back what he's saying. He doesn't want to look dumb.
Oh, Amar said LeVar is the first of his kind. Of course, y'all don't understand his methods as unconventional as they may be.
All right. He's not really the first of his kind. He is
putting
him...
He also said he hasn't been wrong
yet. You want to go there? First of all, he's not the first of his kind, but go.
He hasn't been wrong. I think there has been so many statements that we have to actually bring all of them up, and then we can make a checklist of which achievements he has not accomplished yet.
First of all, he took his children to freaking Lithuania.
Out of school,
a 15-year-old going on 16.
He's wrong.
He took him out of one of the most prestigious and awesome universities in the country.
They stole.
They stole.
Remember they stole, and what do you say?
Oh,
it's not a big deal they stole. That's hold on, let me go to the... Yep, that's wrong. God told me it was wrong.
He has been wrong.
He's been wrong on numerous occasions. Numerous. First of his kind. There's been many of his kind. They're called idiots.
See, that he's saying, Mike's saying what Steve Kerr said. Steve Kerr pretty much said, everybody's blaming LeVar, but the media, which I don't know about you, but if he came to a Bulls game, we'll have a freaking phone in front of him.
Who?
LeVar Ball. The media puts...
Oh, absolutely.
You know why?
And I would...
Because he is Hollywood. He is freaking... You're getting something out of him. You're not going to just...
Amon said that, who cares? We aren't the moral dad.
Oh, my gosh.
We got to move on from this topic. It's not about being the moral dad police. It's about right and wrong. You told me he didn't do anything wrong.
Anything.
He's made bad statements. He's made horrendous choice of words politically.
That's a a good one.
He said,
Who said that?
Ben Vickman said, true or false, sending your kid to Lithuania
Yes.
is
It's
at 15
it
is
is child abuse.
I mean, there's so many things wrong with this guy, but I'm not going to
Where's
get into
the
him right
mom
now.
at that? Where's his mom? Where's the mom?
The mom had a
mother?
stroke. Did you know that?
Oh, that's who he was pushing out of the. Okay. I didn't
Which,
know
if you
that.
were married to LeVar, you'd probably have a stroke.
Oh.
That's probably what.
You
That's
can't say that. I didn't spoon feed him. From
I
a
can say
basketball
that.
standpoint, he's getting.
Listen,
No,
if
he's
you were
not,
married to a
'cause
guy like
if
that,
he was, Jello would still be at UCLA. But go ahead.
for real, if you're
Yeah,
married
you
to a
have to
guy
deal
like
with that.
that, it would probably.
See, Kevin even said, ouch. It's the mink
It would.
saying
There's
that, guys.
guys.
He's
I'm being dead serious
explain
here.
what you're saying.
What I'm saying is, here's your 3 kids, and here's the dad, and then here's you trying to calm down every single
Yeah.
situation possible,
That's true.
dealing with this guy, not putting pressure on the kids.
He said it's
Your
nice.
significant other is putting pressure on the kids. You're not in the picture whatsoever. It's a stress factor which leads to a stroke. I'm being dead serious about this.
Yeah, the way he handles things in the media and he puts his family out there.
She hasn't
Guys,
said a word,
She
ever.
hasn't said nothing. But these are her
She's
kids.
probably embarrassed.
Yeah, these are her kids, right?
Yeah. She's
First of
trying
all,
to protect
first
them.
of all, he's pulling an 18-year-old from a great education first and foremost. That's
and I'm
wrong.
sure she doesn't want her 15-year-old
Yeah,
son
that's
running
wrong.
around Lithuania.
He said he hasn't done anything wrong. That's wrong, number one. So,
No, they shouldn't stand behind him. No. It's a...
what? Dude, he stole items
On camera.
on camera, admitted to it. No,
The university saves face always, bro. The best coaches in universities who don't react, they get canned. Doesn't matter if they won 1,000 million games. They're
Exactly.
gone.
They're
The
gone.
university saves face. The university
is
above
above
all
all.
is a business.
above
They want
all.
your tuition. They want to win.
Yep.
If you ruin the face of the franchise, the industry, the business, the university, you're gone. Don't matter who you are.
It's a wrap.
Paterno coached every year of his life. He did the wrong thing. He's gone. He died. He died.
That's the truth.
That
So,
forced him to die. I
he
truly
took-
believe that.
It was literally right after
Patino, another guy.
That was his
Millions
life.
of games. Got caught in the wrong. Gone.
Bye-bye.
He said that he respected the father who says F the system.
It's not about the system.
It's
It's
not
about
the
what he's
system.
doing as a dad. He took a 15-year-old from school to a foreign country to play basketball.
Yeah, exactly.
Period. That's child abuse, just like it was said.
Johnny Manziel, we have a question about the comeback, which
Okay,
we're
let's
transitioning
go.
into right now. Manziel had an interview with ABC yesterday in which he said he was back training. If you're on his Instagram, he's training hard as hell. I'm rooting for him. He also has said he has been clean, which I do believe. I think he's on the right path. I could tell by his look and his actions that he's getting better every day. His ultimate goal, he says, is to go obviously in the NFL. And in the interview, it was stated that he for sure has one team from the Canadian League that
He's not getting back in the NFL.
that
That's
he
a
can
wrap.
sign with.
That's done.
He's
As
also
much as you like
stated
him.
that he's medicated highly
Bipolar.
bipolar.
Yes, Shane, he's bipolar. But you aren't sitting here thinking that your boy Johnny Football has a chance to come back.
I am. And I'm going to tell you why. Hear me out here. Hear me out, brother.
I'm listening. I'm just sitting here with my head down. You talking about Johnny?
Fortunately-
We're talking about Johnny Manziel, right?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Fortunately for him,
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Mike says that Manziel was on PMT today and guaranteed he'll be back in football this year, whether it's NFL or CFL. Seemed like a totally different guy. He thinks that he figured it out maturity-wise.
he did. I watched the interview yesterday on ABC.
Adam, I'm sitting here listening. I'm waiting.
And
Go ahead. I'm hearing you out.
he was 100% a different changed guy yesterday. from what I had, seen and what I see on social media, he is on the right track. Now, the reason I think he could get back in the NFL is because, fortunately for him, his position is extremely watered down. It is absolutely horrible. If we could go through the backup quarterbacks that are in the league.
Mike Glennon.
Mike Glennon?
That's all I need to say.
Okay, right. So, with you saying that Mike Glennon...
I kind of agree with you.
Then you kind of agree with me now.
Yeah, but
because there is some real... Even if he was a third stringer in the NFL, 100% he could be a third stringer.
So, Adam, Anthony, would you give this guy... Obviously you will, but what team will give this guy a tryout in the NFL after every single thing that he has done to screw his life up? What team is going to give him a shot? Shot, no shot. Shout out to Cap.
I think that there's a lot of teams that would.
A lot.
Yeah, because I think
everybody. I feel like he's right. Everyone loves the comeback story in America.
They do.
Go ahead.
And this will bring.
So why the hell? Go ahead.
What I'm saying is, this guy has been a nuisance for years.
For years.
But he's not 20 anymore on an absolute nationally televised pedestal. Mm-hmm. He's older. I think he's more mature. I think he's learned from his mistakes. And I think, like I said...
It's impossible for him not... I'm just reading. It's impossible for him not to be a distraction. He's just as big a distraction that Colin Kaepernick will be on the team. Sorry.
He will definitely be a major distraction.
Yeah.
Because the media will be focused on
him.
Johnny Manziel, a second-string quarterback.
Like it was when he was with Cleveland. He was a major distraction, bro. Think about it.
But he was a major distraction.
Why would I sign a guy where I'm freaking in the freaking NFL, my team is winning,
You're right,
and the media circled around my second or third string quarterback who's a recovering alcoholic bipolar?
But here's what I'm going to say.
I'm listening.
Colin Kaepernick had 1 year.
What? This is my thing, man. And Adam just, why do you guys totally disregard the fact that after this kneeling stuff, he said Cap's way worse. He took a team.
Yeah, but that
by him. You're gonna say it was the defense.
No, it was.
So he's like the Rex Grossman of the. That's what you're saying. I forgot you don't.
No, he had more talent than Rex Grossman.
But Rex Grossman took a defensive team to the Super Bowl. You saying
the defensive team took Rex Grossman to the Super Bowl?
Okay, so did San Francisco take him?
No, because the San Francisco had far better offensive athletes than the Bears did. The Bears were throwing to Bernard Berrien when they went to the Super Bowl. This guy had Bolden and Crabtree.
All right, but
and
you
Frank
cannot
Gore.
Say that
they had Mighty Mouse Thomas Jones running the ball.
Worse than Johnny Football.
No, you can't say that.
Okay.
I would not say that. But here's what I will say.
I thought you were in that Johnny juice.
Is that Johnny Manziel has not... He played one half season drunk and high in every game.
Yeah.
So we don't know. Because guess what? When he played, aside from his first NFL debut start, which he had a horrible game against Cincy, which he showed up to the game drunk. Mm-hmm. His uncle said he was hammered in the pregame. Okay?
Uh-huh. Hammered.
But the next couple games he played in, he played decent, and he had an addiction problem. Mm-hmm. I would like to see him play a little bit more with a clear mind. Mm-hmm. I would like to see it. And like I said, the league is so watered down at quarterback that I think he could possibly get a potential shot to do that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be this year. I think it's going to take 1 year.
I agree with 1 year? All right.
1 year in the CFL.
And I am not. This has nothing to do with none of the kneeling. This has nothing to do with everything that happened last year. I'm just talking about just to get, because Adam is just smashing dudes, right? This is all I'm saying.
He was trash, though.
All I'm saying
he was
is
trash.
From a football standpoint, from career. And I'm not even just saying Johnny. You're telling me that Colin Kaepernick, from Harbaugh all the way to today, is not a great athlete and should not have been at least a backup in the NFL. You're saying that?
Colin Kaepernick?
Yeah.
Definitely should have been a backup.
Okay. That's all I want. He's saying he's straight doo-doo, and he shouldn't be blah, blah, blah.
Backup, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
you're talking about that kneeling shit. I'm talking about football. Now, that matters.
Like I said, the league is so bad at quarterback. He's a definite backup. Mm-hmm. The league is horrible.
Disgusting.
The Bills played a backup rookie at quarterback this year. NFL debut, 5 interceptions. Benched by half.
Ouch.
The league is horrible. The backup quarterbacks in this league are horrible. Mm-hmm. Guess what? You throw 5 picks, you might as well put me out there. I could throw 5 picks.
Yeah.
Anybody, an average Joe, could throw 5 picks in the first half of a game.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. So at that point, you might as well put a guy like Kaepernick in there who could at least run around.
Which and I've said this in previous
and a guy like Johnny Manziel
shows,
who can at least run around.
I've said it in previous shows. He has put himself in a position to have teams not want to.
Nick Foles is not a backup. Absolutely not.
No, he's not.
I'm glad you said that. Not a backup. Pro Bowl, ex-Pro Bowl
Super
quarterback.
Bowl winner.
They undercut him with a draft. Okay? He then got traded to a team, the Rams, who was led by a coach who is shit, who got fired. He got fired. The same 3 quarterbacks. Listen to this.
Talking about Fisher?
Yeah. Fisher coached 3 quarterbacks that year that he got fired. He coached 1, Jared Goff, playoff quarterback. He coached 2, second string, Case Keenum, NFC Championship playoff quarterback. Never before good, potential MVP. And he coached 3, Nick Foles, Super Bowl champion Nick Foles, 300-plus passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 receiving touchdown, in a Super Bowl to beat. Okay? Nick Foles is not a backup. Nick Foles got screwed twice. Repetitively screwed.
Plug that into the phone. This is my thing, right?
100%, Kevin. 100% easily the most underrated quarterback in the league. He was a Pro Bowler, got screwed twice, finally got in position, and won it all.
Do you believe?
Won it all. And guess what? He's going to get signed possibly by another team, probably this year, by another team. And he's going to be great if he's with the right system.
Yeah. Pull it up. So someone told me that, I think they should keep Foles. All right. I think they should keep Foles because the freaking MVP of the league prior to this isn't ready. Why in the hell?
6'5" runner with a cannon.
With the rocket launcher, is basically there. Why would I say, let's keep Foles just in case? You can get a first round pick for him right now, no?
You know what I'm doing? You know who I'm going after?
Who?
You know which team I am the GM of, and I'm going after Nick Foles?
Who?
The Minnesota Vikings, baby.
Oh.
The Minnesota Vikings.
That's a great one, because all 3 of their quarterbacks are a wrap.
They're a wrap.
Yeah. They're
2 aren't proven. 3 aren't proven, really. Mm-hmm. One of them is 100% proven.
One of them knee is shattered.
Knee shattered. Case Keenum just had the year of his life, but he's older. And Bradford, I mean, when you see your quarterback take the field with the sleeves down to here, wrap it up.
Hey,
wrap it up.
Since the first year, I was like, I don't think I tuck his sleeves or do something. His sleeves are right here, bro.
Wrap it up.
Stop.
You got half sleeves? You're bad. Wrap it up.
Yeah.
Get him out.
And your knees against the Bears.
With a defense like
Remember that game? It was hard to watch. I get this guy out of here before he gets killed. It was a bad game. But all I'm saying is, if you're Philadelphia, you ride that wave of Nick Foles. He's going to freaking Disney World, and he's going to get you a freaking first or second round pick. Bye-bye. You got Carson Wentz, who people don't understand. ACLs aren't like they were 10 years ago. ACLs are like,
fly to Germany?
Boop, boop.
Some German guy throws 2 shots in.
Okay. Boop, boop.
and a side of sauerkraut, you're ready to rumble.
You're ready to go. Got that plasma rich. We're winding down on our podcast. We'll see you guys soon, but we'll stick with you guys as we have a couple of more comments. Stop.
Thank you.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to... We put up some pretty big numbers on the podcast tonight. You ever see Chris Tucker? Yeah!
I was like, hey.
We're back, though, here. We want to get to what's important, what everybody's talking about.
And please chime in.
Please chime in, because I know there's some very, very opinionated folks on this topic. Haters.
Yeah.
The Cavs have traded a midget.
Did you see the picture?
The Cavs have traded one of the Lollipop Guild members over to the West Coast.
Oh, my gosh.
Take us through the trade. Go ahead.
All right, so 6 for 4. All right, Cleveland. Well, actually, LeBron called them up, said, hey, it's time to go.
Hey,
time for these guys to go.
You know that little midget with the headband?
The one that was jumping up and down on my hip when I was trying to get past him after I won a game? Get him out of here. Let him go that way. So, IT.
You guys see that Kevin Hart looking guy?
Yeah.
Nagging on my arm when I hit that step back?
Me. LeBron.
We'll smell you.
IT to the Lakers with Channing Frye. There's 2.
Channing Frye, he actually sent us an invitation. He's going to be 47 this year.
Congratulations. What's the guy in the video? The guy, what's his name? With the hair.
Iman.
Iman Shumpert.
OPRF resident.
OP. I'm sorry, not Chicago. I hate when people say Chicago.
He's an Oak Parker. He went to OPRF.
Yeah. Sacramento Kings or Queens.
The glass, another piece of glass.
That's 3. Okay.
Constantly hurt. Go ahead.
What's his name? Jay Crowder and Mr. Rose, his fave, to Utah.
Who still hasn't got picked up. He's a
still
bum.
hasn't got
Bum.
Hey.
The best is Rose. Hey, if Rose don't get picked up, he's going to be doing the buckets outside the United Center. I heard he's getting like $30 an hour to do the buckets, too. He's conniving Adidas. They're actually going to sponsor the drumsticks.
Oh, my God.
They're going to sponsor the drumsticks. They're going to sponsor the drumsticks for a low price of $39.95 outside the United Center.
I'm sorry. Okay.
His brother is actually going to make $15 and his $15 an hour, and his best friend's going to make $9.95 with an additional signing fee of $4.95 because he's going to actually run wind sprints down Warren outside the arena. But anyways,
so the last one and not least, my fave. Mr. Wade, he finally got his greasy-lipped ass right back. Hold on, guys. Let me get this ready for our interview. He's back in Miami where he belongs. So, LeBron gets back some very good players from the Lakers. They gave them some core guys. We got Jordan
Clarkson, pretty good perimeter defender.
Larry Nance Jr.
I love Larry Nance on both sides of the ball. He runs, he hustles hard.
Rodney Hood, who's having a season of his life, dropping 17 a game.
Rodney Hood is solid.
Solid guy. And then we got a veteran.
Great offensively, if you can
got
stay
a
healthy.
great defensive point guard veteran, George Hill.
Big body point guard.
I don't know if you
shooting
guys,
over 40% from 3 land.
I don't know if you guys are watching. They're looking good together. LeBron just needed some guys. You know, he had IT. he had I see that shade. He had IT who didn't. IT is one of those dudes that has to be the guy. Regardless,
yeah. He's got little man syndrome.
Yeah, he has little man syndrome, and he thinks he's. Don't get me wrong, he's a great basketball player, but bro. You're playing with LeBron James. I don't know if you guys heard it, but people like George Hill, he understands the situation. He understands the process. Hey, we got to be the Robins to his Batman.
Right.
There's a point in your career
in basketball where you say, am I going to try to disrespect this dude and be the man and find your ass out the league, or are you going to understand what your role is?
Right, and that's the thing, and that's why, although, Dwayne Wade, I'm not a big fan of him anymore, he did the perfect move. When LeBron came to Miami, he handled it so
That's how
well.
you're supposed to do it. I don't
06, he's MVP.
Yep.
Finals MVP. He's a beast. It's his team. He's got Shaq, who's dying down but still dominant. A lot of role players. He's the man.
Yep.
By 2010, LeBron gets there. With 2010?
Yeah.
2010, LeBron gets there. He
With
says,
Chris
you know what?
Bosh.
I've been injured quite a bit. I'm still pretty good, but I don't have to be the man. So I could ride a couple coattails here.
Chris
Not
Bosh was in his prime too.
not saying that Wade wasn't great. He
was still great.
He was still great, but he knew he wasn't the best of the bunch, so he was totally cool with stepping back and winning. Isaiah Thomas is coming off an MVP season,
Yeah.
followed by injury.
A huge injury.
Huge
where he
injury.
Couldn't even freaking walk.
Right, and he's not ready at this point in his career to take a back seat. So for him to come to the Cavs wasn't the smartest idea for him, anyways.
Yeah, and he didn't want that. But Danny Ainge was like, "Go that way. We're done."
Danny Ainge is the true genius.
Because the guys look at it at the
True
end of the
genius.
day.
Kyrie
Danny
Irving
Ainge
is
got
15. Kyrie Irving is
Irving.
15 times better than Isaiah Thomas.
Kyrie Irving is in Boston for nothing.
I've heard people try to debate whether who's better. It's not even close. It's not even close.
Has a lot. What?
Boston and Brad.
Hid. What do you mean?
What's that say? Boston and Brad Stevens?
Hid a lot of its all.
Oh, a lot of its
A
flaws.
lot of IT's flaws. That's what he's saying. IT's.
Yeah, because they had unbelievable... Here's the thing. This is the thing that people don't understand. And they say, oh, he was so good last year. Okay, last year you had Isaiah Thomas. You then had one of the best perimeter defenders in the league, Avery Bradley, followed by another one of the best perimeter defenders in the league, Jay Crowder. Okay? Then you had, at the 4, they had...
I thought Jay was the 4.
They had Al Horford
Yep.
at the 5.
That was it, right? Who was the 2?
They had that rookie at the 4.
Yeah. Who?
Brown.
He wasn't a 4. He's a 3.
I think he played the 4 last year, though.
What the hell did Crowder play?
The 3.
Oh.
But the bottom line is this. You had IT, horrible defender.
Disgusting
Next
defender.
to Avery Bradley, awesome defender. Jay Crowder,
I don't
awesome
know if
defender.
he started, but he's talking about the tall dude with the little headband. I think he came
Oh.
off.
Yeah, you're talking about...
Aaron.
he's on the Heat
No.
now. He looks
Yeah,
like
like a
Jesus.
little-
Yeah, I know.
It's not Aaron. Nothing.
No,
I
no.
forgot his name.
It's,
He didn't start. He was their 6th man.
You're talking about
He
Aaron
broke.
Baines.
Yeah.
He broke Kevin Love's hand.
Oh, I love this guy, too.
He's hurt. He's out for the year. I think he tore his ACL.
Olynyk, Kelly
Yeah,
Olynyk.
Kelly Olynyk.
Yeah.
Yeah. There it is.
Kelly Olynyk did play the 4 here and there. Him and Brown switched. But here's the bottom line. 2 great perimeter defenders alongside a terrible defender allows him to mask defensively their problem. And then on offense, he's never had a problem on offense.
No. He can get in the lane and
Right.
throw something up, get a
Right.
foul or and one.
Right. Or he could shoot the ball.
Yeah.
But the problem with the Cavs all along this whole year has been their horrendous defense.
Disgusting.
They've been putting up 120 but giving up 130.
Dookie.
You can't.
Dookie.
You cannot win that way.
That's doo-doo.
In the past 2 games, the Cavs have played. Let me go to the chef. The
two.
Cavs have played Boston
And OKC.
and OKC. Tonight, they gave up 112, which isn't great, but far better than
But
usual.
They held Boston to...
They held
gave
Boston
it
to
them,
99.
And they gave 121.
99.
Yes.
And they put a $121 on them.
Mm-hmm.
Their offense is currently playing at the exact same level they were, if not better. And their defense, after 2 games, has played tremendously better. George Hill is a 6'3", 190-pound guard
Beast.
who's very solid,
Mhm.
veteran.
Ted wants to know where LeBron's going. I already said mine. Who do you think? Or did I say mine? I don't think I said mine.
No, you said
I-
you want to LA.
Ted, I personally believe there's no reason for LeBron to go west because you have Golden State, you have OKC, you have San Antonio,
The
you
Rockets.
have Houston. It's like, why would I go out west to where every other team and every other night I'm going crazy against? No, I'm not going to the west. Why not stay in the east where I've been the man and dominating everybody? I feel, and everybody doesn't understand this, Philly might be the place for him to go.
They are, Jim. They are.
I feel Philly is the place for him to go. Because you
Philly
got a
would
point
be-
guard in place. You have a big man in place.
That can-
You have a shooter in place. All you need is Mr. James slid in. It's a big enough market, as if LeBron needs a market to have. And you're still in the East playing Detroit and freaking Charlotte Bobcat. Or what are the names now? The Hornets. I'm not freaking playing Steph and them 4 times a year. Jane. No, I'm staying East. What do you think? Please don't say the Lakers.
I think that would be the best choice
Why?
for him to go to Philly.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I thought you were going to say the Lakers. He said Philly's not interested in LeBron James. Talk to your guy.
Philly, let me tell you that Philly is very interested in LeBron James. Everyone is interested in LeBron James.
We're interested in LeBron James.
Wherever LeBron can go, he will be welcomed. That is for sure. The bottom line is, you have, first of all, Foles hasn't even played yet,
At all. No.
so he could play the 1. At the 2, you have Robert Covington.
Call LeBron James.
He's a cancer. He's been to the finals 8 years in a row. That ends there. Cancer kills. The finals.
Next.
The finals 8 years in a row.
Row.
And I am guaranteeing right now,
Join the
the
brand,
Cavs
bro.
are in the finals this year.
Join the team.
I'm
buddy.
guaranteeing it.
Join the team, man.
He's
Best
old.
ever.
He's old. So is Brady. He's dominant. Who cares?
Oh, is anybody else?
They're not going to
reading
sign
this
him for
stuff?
7-8 years. They're going to sign. He's LeBron. He's going to get a max. He might go for 1 year and then
And
re-up
keep
again.
going. And
That's
keep
what he does
showing
best.
What he does. Come on, bro. He just dropped 38, 8, and 8 tonight.
I know.
Come on, stop.
I know. Leads the league in all-star voting. He's old.
Ben Simmons doesn't want to score. He can score, but if he has,
He said, why would a rebuilding team want him?
Perfect.
he's the perfect.
He's a leader.
He's like he's the puzzle piece to go here, you know. And if you
He
guys
is.
don't think that, if you don't believe that guard packs are going to try again, you're crazy. Because they're going to call and feel
I
it
can't
out.
wait till they try.
They are. They're going to be like, do 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 do.
I can't wait. We got a lot of dough. We're going to try it.
Don't put this.
Maverick
in the
Carter's
media.
going to get a call. We're
But,
going to try our best. And I'm going to be very excited.
Yes, we're gonna try. And the reason I like this is the Bulls aren't. Remember last time they were like, yeah, we're gonna go after LeBron,
Right.
Chris Bosh, and Dwayne Wade. They're not saying nothing. And when they do, we're gonna be like, oh my god. And I bet you everybody's like, oh my god, we got a chance to get LeBron James.
Yes, sir, Matthew. You said you have a question. Go ahead.
He's what? He's a snake.
KD is a snake. They are unbeatable at Golden State, he says, even if he goes to Philly.
What's worse, Philly's takes or Church's Fortnite game?
Tonight I'm going to have to go with Philly's takes. He told me LeBron is a cancer.
Ouch. Ouch.
It's not.
He's
I gotta
throwing
be
them
honest.
shots
If you're a
in
rebuilding,
darts.
if you're a rebuilding team, you take LeBron right here. He's the president, right?
Yes.
And he makes Simmons better. He makes
The process.
the process better. He makes everybody better in one overnight.
One.
Boom.
He's like what happened with Miami. It's like, or Boston. Remember,
Right.
Boston stunk. They threw them two in there.
championship.
And
That's what happens.
that's a good point because KD or Paulie P tribute Sunday.
Yeah, he said it.
He said, Kevin Garnett, no Kevin, no rings, dude. Not going to happen.
No.
KG came in there, veteran as can be.
In his prime.
A proven playoff player with Timberwolves. As a kid, he was killing.
Probably the greatest shooter ever.
Behind Curry. I think Curry's the best shooter of all time.
I can't argue with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But clutch shots, Ray Allen, he shoots from behind the backboard and drills.
He said no one's winning until Golden State Warriors die.
He also said
I disagree, because here's the thing. A team will be made, another power team will be made that has a dominant big man that will beat them. The Golden State Warriors
have nothing to touch. Think about just even think about next year if LeBron goes to Philly.
Not to jump ahead.
I disagree with you, Philly. I'm telling you right now.
Stop the process.
I'm telling you right now. Every year we see Golden State versus Cavs.
And people forget, they're going to have trouble in the playoffs. Houston and OKC aren't going to freaking be like, all right, Golden State.
Right, and here's the
And
thing, though.
San Antonio.
Golden State is unstoppable right now. They will win this year. Draymond Green is not a paint presence.
No.
He's a stretch four who's a hustle defender.
Joel
and
Embiid
Zaza
will embarrass him.
Pachulia is garbage.
Trash juice.
He's horrible.
He's the juice at the bottom of your garbage can.
He's
horrible. At the end of 2 weeks of waiting, when you put the food in there without a bag. That's what Zaza
He's horrible.
is.
The problem is, this Golden State team has been only threatened by the Cavs, who the Cavs actually won a title and lost the others. Don't get me wrong. But their big man...
He said Zaza will step on Embiid's hand, though.
That's funny.
It is funny.
Yeah.
But they've had Tristan Thompson down low in those finals matchups.
And
they have never seen a dominant big man. If LeBron is alongside a dominant big man with great role players, such as the ones he has now, let's say and then another thing is LeBron's thinking about teaming up with DeMarcus Cousins. If DeMarcus Cousins, some role players.
I don't want that. I don't want LeBron to go west.
I don't either.
But DeMarcus is a free agent. I just think I think right now
I think LeBron needs a big man in order to beat Golden
and
State.
Philly is the perfect situation.
Because that's the way to beat Golden State. You got to get big. And the Cavs have Kevin Love, stretch four. He plays right into Golden State's thing. Him and Draymond.
Did he just say that?
What did he say?
This shit's hilarious.
They should sign his girl closure for him.
At the 4.
Hey, she's ready, bro.
She dropped 45. She's at the 2. She's at the 2 guard now, cuz.
It's gonna be. Remember, like what did they call it?
Wow, I like. He says Anthony Davis and LeBron to the Bulls. How about it?
Oh.
We give New Orleans both our first picks for AD, and then we sign LeBron. That'd be pretty sick.
Oh, pretty sick.
It's a championship team
With Laurie.
We got. Listen to this starting 5 right here before I get really excited. Dunn, Team Levine, LBJ, Laurie Marks in his second season, and then AD at the 5A.
Book that, baby.
If you got saran wrap in the kitchen, pull it out.
Hey,
because there goes Golden.
Bye.
We'll smell you.
Ooh, who said that? I like that guy.
My boy Matthew.
Hey, smart man.
Marty, we call him.
Smart man. I didn't even think of that, dude.
Woo! That would be disgusting.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be. Remember that show? What did they do when LeBron was picking? And no one had a freaking clue. It's gonna be like that.
It is.
It's gonna. And they're gonna be like,
they're gonna keep that shit on
LeBron just
the DL.
signed. Oh, AD was just traded for 2 first-round picks.
2 first-rounders for AD. On our that'd be pretty badass.
Just trust the process, guys. It might happen. So, yeah, that's a great point.
I like that input.
Man.
I like that input.
All right. This guy's riled up.
I am riled up. I'm not even ready to leave yet. I'm not even ready to leave.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I mean, hey, if there's anything else you guys want to throw at us, I'm feeling spicy tonight on a Tuesday.
Especially Adam, that guy. He's hilarious. He is serious too.
Philly, he's dead serious.
He's
yeah.
hilarious.
He's known for his jokes around town. Some of which are funny, others are which LeBron's a cancer, which are not so funny. Bulls should have got Nerlens at the deadline.
Is he serious?
Noel.
All right.
Nerlens comes a package deal with a personal trainer. Guy's been hurt his whole career.
I've been
It's
wanting
horrible.
to ask you because I don't think you told me. We talked about this. I'm kind of transitioning to the Bears right quick.
Let's get into it.
Do we draft?
Let's get into Bears.
Do we keep our number 8 pick, or do we give it up for some later picks plus a couple second rounders?
So I read. I'm glad you brought this up. I read an article today.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the teams in the league and what their needs are. Obviously, the Bears.
Isn't like the first 7, like 3 or 4 of them need quarterbacks. You know what it is?
No, I didn't see that.
Chef me up. Top 10 draft order for the NFL. Top
I
10
did
draft
see
NFL.
though that
Dude, they gave him a lot.
Pick?
They should have.
Draft picks and-
they should have Philly.
They should have.
They did give Jimmy G quite a bit.
All right, I'll
That's
say.
way too smart of a move for the Bears. I see you. You want to talk AAU? You know, Anthony's an AAU coach, Dre.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I
What
am.
you got? The
Top 10?
teams, yeah. Give me the teams.
Top 10.
Team,
team.
Cleveland Browns,
They need a quarterback.
San Francisco 49ers,
They don't need a quarterback.
New York Giants,
They need a quarterback.
Indianapolis Colts, Tampa.
They're not going to get a quarterback.
No,
They need
they're
an edge rusher, is what I read. And then I read that the Browns
Tampa,
needed
no.
a slot receiver.
Okay. Tampa, no. Keep it.
New York Jets.
Okay.
New York
New York
Jets,
Jets,
they need a quarterback bad. Real bad.
Just the same.
The Jets need a quarterback like Helen Keller needed eyesight.
Yeah.
Bad.
And then obviously the Bears don't need one. I think the
Oh, I got it now.
The Bears obviously don't need one. Or do they?
After the Jets, it's Oakland.
they don't need a quarterback.
Who?
Oakland.
Oakland? No.
Then it's Chargers.
Nah,
Not first
I'm
round.
good with Philly
Not
Rivers, to
first
be
round.
honest. I like Philly.
Okay.
But,
Bears are number 9.
yeah,
I thought we were 8.
the Bears need,
I thought we were 8.
the article read that the Bears need a receiver.
Are you sure you're on 2018?
Yeah.
The Bears need a receiver first, is what
That's not happening.
is what I read.
That's not happening.
However, my approach, as I said
Stop.
before, I would love to go ahead, get Jarvis Landry.
Did you hear on the radio today, though?
What?
So someone hit Cap up on the text
Okay.
and said, stay away from Jarvis Landry. He is in Philly's words, a cancer.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And this is a guy from Miami.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This is an
A news-
inside
a
guy that
journal-
Cap's
Yeah,
got?
a journal. Yeah, he talked about it today. So, Miami does need a quarterback.
And then 10th is Arizona.
Miami don't need a quarterback.
Oh, my God. Here he goes.
Smoking Jay.
They got smoking, baby. Light it up. Smoking Jay Cutler. Monday Night Football threw for almost 300 against your boy, Tommy B.
Okay. So,
Smoking.
you got the Bears going wide receiver in the first round.
I hope not.
Are you on that Johnny Manziel?
They're saying a
juice?
cornerback.
I hope not.
Yeah, cornerback. For sure.
Denzel
What's the name?
Ward.
From where?
Ohio State.
Yeah, Denzel Ward, number
He's a
12.
beast.
He's a beast.
Why not? He's your bookend on the other side.
Hey, us OSU DBs are solid.
All right. So
All
we're
of
good.
them. Eli Apple, Marcus Lattimore, MVP, Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Philly wants Watkins. You don't like Watkins.
Pay for Watkins.
Sammy.
I'm not a
We
Watkins guy.
need 3 quarters. We need three wide receivers, bro. Because that bum, what's his name?
Who,
I
Kevin?
forgot his name.
Kevin?
Oh,
That bum number 13 is boo boo.
Talking about K. White?
Yeah, he's trash juice. What'd you say?
And like Ant said, Indianapolis, they're saying that they should get Bradley Chubb the edge.
An edge rusher.
Yeah.
They need God this year, Indy. They need a speedy recovery.
Thank you, Ben. He's 2 in a row. You don't draft.
Ben knows.
Yeah, you don't draft a wide receiver in the first round.
No, you don't.
The last one, like I said, you can throw down the top 10 of this year. I guarantee there's probably just one first rounder. Top 10 wide receivers this year. Guarantee there's not.
The thing that scares me is. Oh, no, it's a waste of 85.
Yeah, it's gone. He's in his 5th year.
Fifth year.
To pick up his option.
The thing is that the thing that scares me about drafting a receiver first is the fact that
Andrew Luck, best QB coach
He is.
in the league.
he could be, Jim. He does have the highest Wonderluck test. He's pretty intelligent, although he's fragile. But Calvin Ridley is the top receiver to pick this year, and I watched that. That championship game, and I was not impressed. He did have a touchdown.
He might
it was
go
a phenomenal
late
throw.
First, early two.
He was very silent up until then.
Yeah, he might go late first, early 2. That's how I saw it. Julio is the last real Alabama receiver, if you think about it. The guy in Oakland isn't really killing it.
He had a horrible year.
Horrible.
Mari Cooper, he had a bad year.
So,
but Carr was hurt all year, and the team was pretty disappointing. I think it was a disappointing.
You cut McPhee, get that bum out of here. I'm tired of hearing his name.
Who, Purnell?
Purnell, you love this guy for some reason. Get him out of here.
When healthy,
one
he's
knee.
solid.
He's never healthy.
That's true.
So I don't know when he's solid. Get him out. Get freaking who did I just say? Just said his name. I forgot his name. But get Purnell out of here.
I like my boy Floyd though, Leonard
Floyd, yeah. If his knee, he
Philly
never
loves
plays.
Purnell. I like Purnell too, but he is very injury prone.
He's injury prone. It's time to that's a lot of money. That's they talked about it today. It's like $70 million. Oh yeah, Kevin White. Obviously, you don't pick up that option, and it's just way too much. They're talking
Philly,
about
you're out of your mind.
Prince.
You are out
Prince
of your mind
Could
if
you
you say
explain to Philly-
to re-sign Fuller.
Could you explain to Philly what a contract year means?
He says lose Kyle Long, the guy sucks.
I mean, Kyle's getting a little injury prone too.
He's injury prone.
But could you explain what
I don't think he
mean
sucks.
by Kyle Fuller and his contract
Listen,
year?
I don't actually have a problem with re-signing Prince Akamura. I don't, depending on if we can get him for cheap. The problem I do have is Kyle Fuller sucks.
He played on a contract.
He's horrible. He has been horrible, decent this year when money's on the line.
Money's on the line, baby.
That's it.
That Luol Deng complex.
He's not good, because if he gets paid, he'll go right back to trash.
Doo-doo. That's what you draft the corner.
Philly says he's a good run stopper.
How can the Bears be competent now on this?
Mental path. They let Alshon Jeffrey go and Brandon Marshall.
Well, Alshon Jeffrey,
Didn't wanna be here.
if you watch the Super Bowl,
Did you see that interview?
it was brutal that we
see
got
the
rid of
interview?
him. I always thought it was brutal.
He was pretty ignorant in his interview, but go ahead.
He was ignorant
In his interview, yeah.
in Alshon?
Yeah.
Recent interview?
Yeah.
What
He
happened?
was at the Super Bowl. They asked, hey, how do you feel about being here? He's like,
Who are you talking about?
Alshon Jeffrey.
About winning it?
No, before the game, he was just being really ignorant.
About being in it?
Yeah. Being there early was his problem. He had his sunglasses on. He had his hat on. He's like, I don't understand why we hear this bullshit. He's cursing on the interview. This is bull. Look it up. Guys, look up Alshon Jeffrey interview prior to the Super Bowl. You'll know what I'm talking about. But Alshon didn't want to be here.
I loved B. Marsh back in the day.
Yeah.
I thought B. Marsh was, I thought he was a lot like Des Bryant.
Matthew
Not
Thomas said he was a cancer.
not so much of negative to the team. I think he wanted to win
He
so
wanted to be
bad
in, so exactly.
and didn't win.
Guys, you gotta understand when B. Marsh was here, he was putting up numbers, bro.
He was.
Numbers.
Not big numbers.
Wasn't he? Was he
He
on
was
the
a
team
beast.
when Jay, your boy?
Jay was smoking Jay.
No.
Dude.
Was
Andre
he on the
said that.
team when your boy Smoking Jay was on the sidelines in the game before the Super Bowl?
He was.
Riding a bike.
He was.
With his stupid face.
He was also on the team when my boy Jay showed out. Him and Marshall showed out against the Packers. That when a couple years later when
When it didn't matter.
when Aaron rolled out at the buzzer.
When it didn't matter.
No, big game, huge game. You remember that game
No.
for NFC North?
Okay.
It was snowing. My boy, not my boy, I hate him. Aaron rolls out, pulls up like a Russell Westbrook pull up, and just chucks a bomb to Cobb down the field. Our secondary was snoozing on the biggest play of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Couple snoozers.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
All right, so who do you got so we can wrap up? Who are the Bears picking? Position-wise.
Like I said, they have
Am I
to
Dwayne Wade
sign.
right here?
They have to sign free agents immediately. I'd like to see Malcolm Butler, who was sidelined.
Okay.
He
Before going
smoked
out.
weed.
He,
He smoked weed before the game.
He smoked marijuana.
So
He
did
went out to a party
on the 52 man
Super Bowl weekend.
on the 52-man roster. 47 of them were stoned the night before.
Yeah, but
But-
he smoked weed.
He smoked weed, so he sat on the side. And then I'd like to see them pick him up, and I'd like to see them pick up Jarvis Landry as well because he's solid.
I just want them to win games this year. Just produce. Just like Andre said earlier, produce. Stephen. He smoked marijuana.
He did. He
All right.
smoked weed.
Great show.
Smoked weed and got benched for the
Great
biggest
show.
game of the season. 99 starts in a row.
We appreciate you guys.
We do.
Awesome show tonight.
I loved it.
It was amazing.
I had fun.
We ordered our mics. They'll be in there. We can't wait to show you guys.
Our mics are going to be
Woo!
sick. These
They're
new
nice.
interviews that you guys see,
Woo!
you're going to see our half face on a black, sharp background with the mic. It's going to be solid.
It's gonna be nice. Can't wait to bring it out. Thanks everybody. I appreciate it, man.
Thanks, guys.
Andre, we announce it every time, so you'll see it on our page when we're gonna be on. We try to be on every Tuesday night.
And Andre, tell them about the, not just Andre, but
Podcast.
everybody. We got the podcast on the Apple iTunes app. Search ECSports, or if you're a Droid user, go to Spreaker. It's the #1 used podcast app as well.
And also in Chicago, if you're living there, all of our previous episodes are climbing to catch us up on television. So
Yes.
people are watching us there. We'll see you guys
getting-
next week. We're getting some nice traction.
Yeah, we are.
What
We're
is
getting
it?
some traction. We're getting some respective criticism on the show.
That's another name for a hashtag hate. But respective criticism is a great word. I like that. We're going to use that. Hey, thank you for your respective criticism.
We respect
As
your
you watch,
criticism,
as you
and
watch.
we digress. Thank you,
Yes.
guys.
See you guys soon.